Hey you guys, in this video I'm going to be showing you my nail polish collection, telling you the names of the polishes, the brands, and just tapping on them while I show you everything. At the end I'm going to show you like a few nail product things that I use too. But let's get started with the nail polish. I keep my nail polish in this little plastic container, and I just keep it in a drawer that I have with all of my nail stuff for ASMR. There's two little handles on this one, and for now it fits my nail polish perfectly. I have two transparent colours that don't fit inside, but that's okay. Okay, I'm going to start with the colour that I have on now. It's what inspired the video. I had a lot of people say they liked this colour. I've been wearing in the last few videos, and quite a few people actually asked for the name of the colour, so I thought I will do a little nail polish collection video for you guys. Unfortunately there's no name for the colour, but this is the brand Coco, and it says Coco Beauty. I didn't do any research, but I'm kind of guessing it could be a smaller brand that maybe it's just in Egypt. I don't know, because there's no name. It does. I mean, it says 161. Maybe that's like a number that's attributed to this color. Hard to say, but it's a very simple design. Just kind of a silver top. Simple, straightforward name. But when I saw this colour the other day, I don't know, it was very unique. I actually have never had a colour this shade of green. And when I saw it, it was near to this colour from the same brand, and I just really liked the colours together too. This was just maybe last week when I purchased these, so I'll show you this one. Again, no name. It says 164. Maybe that helps. But this one's looks a tiny bit more orange on camera. It's actually a bit more pink in person. This colour's showing up exactly as it is, but I think because of the warmer lighting, it's giving it kind of an orangey colour. Let's see. Yeah, it's still kind of orangey, but anyway, it definitely has an orange colour underneath the pink, but it's more pink. To like find something so you can see the real colour. I don't know what would do it. Maybe if I change the light here. Hold on, let me see if this will work. Nope. Maybe a little. Maybe it helps a little, but okay. So those are the two that I have from that brand. Actually, I have another that I didn't realise until I was looking through the polish, that I do have one more from that brand, but I've had this for a while. It's just a red colour, and it's 111. So far I really like this brand though. It's really nice. I do like 2-3 coats, but that's because I want the nails to be stronger, like so that I'm tapping, scratching on things. It doesn't mess up my nails. It keeps them strong and keeps the polish on, so you wouldn't need to do 2 or 3 coats. You could do probably just one and it would be perfectly fine. But for the purposes of ASMR videos, I do tend to try to keep the nails I have on for like 4 or 5 days if possible. So that's the red. I kind of like want to find a store that has like a section for all their colours, because I really like the colours I've seen so far. The little shop I was in only had like, I don't know, maybe like 10 of their colours, but they stood out to me. These are from the bracelet video that I did recently. I loved that video, that was so fun. I had bracelets going up to like here on both arms and got to just make sounds of them and show you all the jingly bits. I highly recommend that video. I am going to make a talking version of it and put them on again and talk about each one, but the one that I did was no talking. I'll try to remember to either link that at the end of this video or in the description box. Okay, next, let's see, I'll kind of go by brands, I think. This one is by Luna. And it's called Luna Air. If you can see that little logo there, I'll explain that in a moment. On the top you can see it says halal and breathable, and it says no animal components. Let's see if there's a name here. It's actually kind of hard to see in this lighting. Let me move it. Okay, I've just searched high and wide and maybe I'm just missing it, but I can't find a name for colour of this for this either. Huh. There's a number though, and it is 33. So when you see this label, so I live in Egypt. I'm from the US, but I live in Egypt, and so a good portion of the population living in Egypt currently are Muslims, and there's a belief that when you pray you shouldn't have anything covering your nails. So a lot of the people here go by that and believe that, and they came up with a kind of nail polish that apparently you can wear for praying. There's different camps on that belief. Some people don't think it changes anything, others think it allows water to go through. They want the water to be able to touch the nails, and they pray 5 times a day and do a ceremonial washing called wudu right before they pray. And so a lot of Muslim women don't wear nail polish for that reason, and this was kind of a concept that I'm assuming some Muslim community came up with, so women could still wear nail polish when they prayed. Interesting though that there's actually no place in the Quran, which is the book that Muslims read and believe, that talks about that. It's also, from what I understand, not in the hadith, which are kind of like their prophet's sayings and beliefs, and the way he lived. I've also read the Quran before, and I continue to, because I deeply care for my Muslim community around me, and I've always been passionate about learning about different religions and such. And when I was reading, they had a footnote, and it specifically mentioned that these kinds of like ideas are, in terms of like maybe traditions that came over time that aren't actually in the Quran. It actually states that this is one of those issues where it's debated, but it's not like it's not actually in there, basically. So I was reading the Quran one day, and there was a footnote in one section giving an example of that, and they used the example of nail polish, of people thinking they can't wear nail polish when they pray. Fascinating. But in the culture, it's so ingrained that most of my friends think it is in the Quran or the Hadith. But I did the research and it wasn't. In fact, in the Quran, they used it as an example of things people think is in there, but it's not. Anyway, moving on. This is, again, the same brand. So you see it says halal. Halal means, in Arabic, it means permissible. It's something that makes it allowed or permissible. The opposite of that word is haram. It's not permissible. It's wrong, basically. So this is a purple colour, and the number here is, it's so hard to see because it's so small and the lighting is very dark. I think it's a 12. Yeah, I can see in the monitor better because the light is hitting it better. So this is kind of a deep purple colour. I have a lot of colours from this brand, and they've all been really good. Does it have the little like ball? I have to cover this so we can hear. I'll do it with this hand. I don't hear. Usually in nail polishes that are pretty like better quality, there will be a little tiny metal ball inside so that when you shake it, it mixes the paint up, keeps it from kind of gathering at different points and getting discoloured and stuff. But I don't hear anything in here, and it still has been a good brand. Let me see if these have it. No. Okay. Next, same brand. Okay, this is an orange colour. Let's shake it though, just a bit. Wait. This one has the little ball inside. Oh, but it's the same. Wait a minute. How did I not hear it the first time? There's one in here. Maybe I wasn't shaking it hard enough. Did you guys hear it and I thought I was crazy because you heard it and I didn't? This one, I can't find it. I got tired from shaking. Okay. Well, you heard the little metal ball in this one, but yeah, it mixes it up nicely before you use it. This is a bright orange colour, and it is number 9. Again by Luna in their Halal, the group of, not all of their polish is halal basically, so you have to look at the part that says air and the sticker on top. It says halal. Okay. And then I've got another that's bright yellow. Let's see how to do this hand. Yeah, it's got the little ball. Let's mix that up. Yeah. Very bright, vibrant yellow colour. Number 30. There we go. Okay. And then the last one with that brand, it's also matte versus like glossy, and I really love this colour. I want to mix it for you. Can you guys hear the call to prayer going on outside? It's very quiet in the background, but that's what that is. So that's, people will pray 5 times a day, and that call to prayer goes off each time. this one dries matte and it's really lovely. Actually, I really like it, and it dries really fast too, and I love this colour. Isn't that pretty? Okay, number 78. We usually have names on our nail polishes in the US, and they're all like really funky names. They're so fun to read, so that's a bit of a bummer here, but that's okay. It says rich colour, high coverage, free from, what does that say, toluene? T-O-L-U-E-N-E. I don't know what that is. Free from formaldehyde and free from DBP. But no colour name. Wait, what's down here? No, it just says nail liqueur. So yeah, it's so interesting how our cultures get so wrapped into our lives and traditions that, and even we can sometimes not know what's actually in some of the religious books that are connected to some cultures. We forget that we have to read those books in order to know what they really say, because the culture kind of takes over and adds things in and they're not actually there. A good example of this, non-religious example, is a funny story I was told once about a family that made these. I'm going to grab another nail polish and continue with the story, but I just grabbed another Luna, but this one is not halal. It's just a regular Luna colour, bright pink. So basically, this woman, this is just a made up story to make a point, but someone told me and it was kind of profound to me and kind of hits that spot of the concept of the nail polish. She grows up in this family, gets married, and is cooking a ham with her husband in their home with their children one day. And the husband walks over and sees her cutting off like a big portion of the ham before she puts it in the pan. And he's like, honey, why are you doing that? You're wasting so much of the ham. And she's like, oh, that's how my mom did it. You have to cut this off, this part. You can't use this part. It's not good. And he's like, okay, but I don't understand. We've used that in my home. Like, why are you? I don't get it. You should be able to eat the whole thing. There's no difference, you know. And she's like, no, this is how it is. My mom always did this. You can't eat this part. That's just how you make a ham, and you can't have this part. Husband was just like, okay, whatever, you know. So the wife calls her mom the next day or so to just check in, just to ask, you know, Mom, why do you always cut that part off? My husband, you know, he was hassling me, telling me we could eat that part. I told him, no, of course you can't. And the mom said, no, honey. The only reason we always did that is because the pan that I had wasn't big enough for the whole ham. We had to cut off some to fit it in the pan. But as a kid growing up, she just assumed you have to do it that way. Didn't ask, just assumed. And we all do that with our cultures and even sometimes the religions that we're part of. Encouragement to actually read the books. Okay. Is this also Luna? No. I think the rest of them are just random, but I want to find if there's any other Luna before. Okay, here's one. Okay, so it looks like this is actually air, but there's no sticker on top, so I couldn't see, but I can see here. Okay. One time when I went shopping, when I first was in Egypt and wanted some more nail polish colours, I obviously started with this brand and they worked really well, so I have lots of colours in the Luna brand. I'm just OCDing and trying to get some of the sticker off of the front there because it doesn't look very nice. Okay. one is number 14. There's something stuck on the bottom. Lots of stickers on this one. But it's a really pretty colour. Lunas before I move on? I don't think so. Okay, this one is by a company called YOLO. They also have some like sticker nails, adhesive sticker nails with YOLO. But apparently, I guess this is the only YOLO nail polish I have. It's a nice dark turquoise colour. I've had this one for quite a while. I love that colour. I think it's really pretty. This is actually probably my favourite colour to wear. This one. It's it makes my eyes kind of pop. This colour in particular. You know, the lighting's making it look kind of turquoisey, but I feel like it's actually a bit more green than it's showing up to be. But the colour that it's showing up to be is the colour that I actually like more than what it looks like in real life. Let's see. I just turned the light to kind of change it, and it still looks this colour no matter what I do. Anyway, in person this is actually more green, but the colour that it looks like on camera is one. I wish it was this colour because it's my favourite colour for what I like wearing of clothing, basically. Okay. Next, I actually have some white. You know, this colour's not my favourite because it's very thin. I wanted like a white that like you put on one layer and it's like bright white. But this one unfortunately is like you have to put lots of layers and it still is very like opaque. So if you're looking for an opaque colour, so now see, this is another company but it also has that halal sign on it. Certified by the International Halal I can't read the second part. Integrity Alliance. Sorry, it's just small, and when I turn it around there's no light on it because the light's over here. And the company is, well, it's number 22, and the company, that's interesting. Oh, there it is. It's hard to see, but it's by a company called Amanda. And you can see it says O2 for oxygen. On the back it says Air Pass nail polish. It's funny too, like this is something that a lot of people will judge each other over. Maybe they wouldn't be honest about it, but they would judge the other people, like, are they wearing nail polish when they're praying? Or if they wear nail polish, maybe that means they don't pray. Or people, man, we all suck so much. So naturally suck so much. Oh boy. Okay. Which one is this one? This is one of my oldest, so sorry, it's got some paint on it from another colour. But I still really love this colour. Let's see if it's got a little... I don't hear any signs of a ball in here, but it's a very like periwinkle colour. I don't know how to pronounce this. Bourjois, Paris. Pretty, right? Isn't that nice? So I think that's all the like colours, and I have two more that didn't fit in my little plastic bin, and they are just like clear polish that I usually put over the top of my colours so that I don't get any like scratches into the colour, and it kind of keeps the colour protected. So this one is by Too Faced Colour This Way nail polish, and yeah, it's just clear. I'm almost done with this one. I go through this stuff like crazy because I put lots of coats on top of the colours, because again I kind of want to have a really thick base so that when I'm tapping on everything and scratching things it doesn't break the nail. It's kind of a pretty design on top. I was literally just having a conversation with someone about this the other day, the whole topic of judging people on things that aren't actually even in like the books that are believed in the culture, etc. It was another topic, I think it was like chewing gum while praying. Things like that come up here often in conversation. And there's like several places where Jesus talks about these topics, and it just pisses him off to no end, and I love that about Jesus. He's just like, you hypocrites, like you care so much about these human rules and traditions that you've created that aren't even a part of my heart and my commands. They're just things that came up over time. You pay so much attention to those things, judge each other over those things, and you're missing the whole point. It's not even important. The thing that's important is what comes out of you, not what goes into you. He's talking specifically about some of the Pharisees, kind of religious leaders, came up to Jesus and were like challenging him. Why do your disciples not wash their hands in the way they're supposed to according to the law before they eat? And he's like, you know, what really matters is what comes out of our hearts. It's not what goes into our bodies that defiles us. It's what comes out of our hearts that could possibly defile us, like envy and anger and arrogance. And you know, anyway, it's good stuff. You hear that? Anyway, so I'm a follower of Jesus, and I know that I've been guilty of this in the past, of course, too. So it's not a pointing a finger at any particular group. Every group is every human. We just do this stuff so naturally. We're such jerks naturally. Just want to judge each other of these really silly cultural rules. Anyway, didn't expect to get on my soapbox on that topic, but the nail polish just brought it out. Okay, so this is by Elle. This is weird, you guys. I feel like I must have got some. I should look right now. It says nail polish, and it's Elle Professional. It smells so bad. Oh, this is probably, that's what it is. Guys, this is so funny. Look what it says. Anti-bite. That's why. I was with my friend the other day and I was just looking for a transparent nail polish, and the lady that worked at the store was like, oh, this is a good one. I was like, great, okay. I go through them like crazy. I don't care. I'll just take anything. And I didn't look or anything, but this is an anti-bite. So it means that's why. Okay, you guys, when I'm like having a chip or something, I'm like, what's the flavor there? And I realized shortly it's the nail polish. It's got a really bad, strong like flavor, scent, flavor literally on your tongue. You can taste it if you. So that's why anti-bite. I have friends that bite their nails, so they would probably appreciate this. You don't want to bite your nail because it tastes so bad. Well, gosh, I guess I'll keep using it until it's gone, but it's really annoying. Okay, I'm just going to show you guys a few other things that I use for my nails. I purchased this in the US when I was visiting on Amazon, and I think it was around $5, $6. It's what's called a forever file, a forever nail file, and it's made from this check like crystal kind of. It's glass nail file. I'll just show it to you. It's unique in that when you file your nails with it, the nail file never changes. It just changes your nails. So you can use this for years and years on end. And it's so smooth, and it literally just gets the nail, like it doesn't break your nail when you file it. It's the best. I highly recommend if you file your nails often. It never like shreds the tip or messes with it. It's so smooth, and yeah, so I spent $6 on it because I hope to use it for years. They are supposed to last forever in the sense that this does not change. So on other files such as this one here, when you file on the like part that's really gritty, it loses its grit and you have to purchase another one. But on these, it never loses its grit. But again, that's only for like light filing on the top of the nail. You wouldn't want to use this if you were trying to get like a coat off of a gel nail or a fake nail. So they're both useful in different ways, but I love this one. Bonafide Beauty Premium Check Glass. It even came with its own cute little turquoise container. Oops. There we go. There's like a little pamphlet inside as well. So I use this all the time. So the other one that I had, the file didn't break in the sense of like the glass not working anymore. My husband was playing with it one day and he snapped it because he's fidgety and he likes to like play with stuff when he's talking, and he's way stronger than he realizes sometimes. He just cracked it. So it wasn't that the file wasn't forever, it was that he broke the handle off of it. And like I said, I use these, they're really gritty, and therefore when I have a fake nail on, when you want to take off a fake nail that's been glued on, you have to really thoroughly file the top coat of the nail off. Same with gel nails, without touching your real nail, just the top coat of the fake nail or the gel nail, and then you can put it in acetone, which is what this is, and that's what soaks the rest of the nail off. But if you put your nail in, a fake nail, into acetone, it will do nothing if you haven't taken the top coat off. I love this. This is from Target in the US. It's wonderful for taking fake nails off. It's a little jar of acetone. 100% acetone is what works, not just nail polish remover. Now this is just nail polish here, so if I pop this in here it'll come off so easily. But if it's a fake nail, it really needs 100% acetone, not just nail polish that has a smaller percent of acetone in it. I don't know that I'm going to be able to show you without tipping it too far, but do you see those bristles there? There are bristles all around the inside of this, so you can actually put your fake nail, clip off the top, file down the top coat, pop it in there and let it soak, and then you can actually just move it around those bristles in there and it will remove the debris of the remainder of your fake nail. Really great. And you can just keep this and keep refilling it with acetone. So, I guess that's it. I kind of want to make a few more sounds with this guy. I've moved on from it too quickly. This is by OPI. They also are a nail polish brand as well. I want to say they kind of have expensive. I think the nail polish is expensive, is that right? I think so. The colour that I use, not the colour, the brand that I've always used in the US for nail polish is a brand called Sinful Colors. If they still have that, they had it at Target, they had it at lots of different places, and it's super cheap. It was cheap when I was there, but it's been 4 years since they've been in the US, but it probably is still the cheaper of all the polishes, even if their prices increased. At the time I think it was $1.50, and the colors were gorgeous, and just one coat would do the trick. They're a really good brand and really reasonable, so yeah. You guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video, seeing all of the different colours. Let's go ahead and put them back together. So, I've got our bright pink. That one's a really fun colour. Let's go by, let's try and go in order. So actually let's start with red, and then where's our orange? Over here. Orange, yellow, green. Where are you? It doesn't look green, but this is green, and this is also green. And then we've got kind of a, let's start with some lighter blues. Like this is kind of a lighter blue, and this is a darker blue, and then let's go for our purples. Kind of a, I don't know, what is that colour? I don't know what to call it, but I love it. And then a darker like purple, and then the pinks. So we've got, oh, you know what? This is kind of like a light blue too, so we should probably put that. We'll put that here, no problem. And then with the pinks, we've got this kind of lighter pink. and then a really bright pink. And there you have it. Let's show you the tops as much as I can from here. The last one that does fit in here is the little white one, but I think I might need to put it in this little section here, otherwise it's not fitting. Is there something else? Let's see. There it goes. Okay, you guys, I hope that you have a great rest of your day or night, and I hope to see you guys in the next videos. Thank you so much for watching. Love you guys.